The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
Oh, easy pickings there. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Someone who I think has developed into a fine all-round forward, Peter, is Rashford.
Oh, shooting! It's hit the upright. And that has fair fizzed. And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rashford with the cross, climbs up big! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Lewandowski really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That is a brilliant interception. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. That looks a cracking ball. Real chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter.
There could be trouble here. Bullet! He's delivered all right! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Hullet, and Hullet! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Played out to the left flank. Linton. Filippo Inzaghi. Could move up a gear here. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Rashford. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the shot! And that's caused a worry or two. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that has not gone well. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that is a nice touch. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Cannavaro. Gullit is herring after that one. Dani Olmo. Yamal. And the finish! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Right back in the game! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
He's in a great position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Opts for safety. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's hoisted clear. Chiellini producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Joelinton. Now it's Rashford. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happy. Lewandowski! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Totti, and he's got the beating of his man. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Dani Olmo, who does have an assist to his name. And there's green grass ahead of him. That is lovely. No way through, so back it comes.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Inzaghi. Now it's Rui Costa. Oh, that's a very... He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Totti. Nice sequence of passes, this. It's Inzaghi! And there is the half-time whistle. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Belletti. Oh, cracking ball. Looking to play him in. Lewandowski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. In with the challenge. Rashford. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Rashford! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Driving forward. He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Dani Olmo has a look and plays it forward. Played into space. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He is through here. Decent chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
El dorsal 15 será reemplazado por el dorsal 19.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Kukçu plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Totti. And here's Rafinha. And it's Joelinton. Zanetti. Zanetti is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And here's Mbappe. Thuram is there, and he can get that clear. Zanetti, Rafinha. Chance for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He scores! Barcelona are back in business. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Now it's Drogba. Threads one in, and he was quick to react. Totti is onto it in a flash. And that was nowhere near his best. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
They're up to 5 corners now. Deftly away. Chance to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off. Beckenbauer providing an outlet on that flank.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Gullit. It's Rui Costa. And here's Gullit.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And he's managed to get rid. It's a throw-in. Maldini. Kukçu does really well to win the ball there. Kukçu tries making a foray down the right. Ambitious ball here. And that's that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Cruyff reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more...
Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's gone direct here. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Turan. Rijkaard. Zanetti. And this is Hullet. Aims beyond the defence. And Hullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Terrific header! That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Cruyff. Rijkaard. Now who's going to be first to this? Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing
Ibrahimovic! He's in space and looking for options. Cruyff is flagged offside. Hakimi. Madrid finding their passes. Ended up in no man's land. Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
well, this is intriguing.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Well, plenty of early set pieces here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hakimi. Madrid are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
And it's Zanetti. Well, that is one way to stop him. Cristiano Ronaldo.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's being shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No luck with that dink over the top. Wilshere. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Now it's Bergkamp. Great vision. Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Bale. Pass somewhat off target. Hakimi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now this could be a chance. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Zanetti. Oh, they can break here. And it's Zanetti. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in. Not the most accurate pass. This looks promising. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Baresi, always a very imposing presence at the back. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Rijkaard. Wilshere. Oh, good-looking ball. Pull it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Picked out, real chance! Goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Costa Corta. It's Vinicius Junior. Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Robson. Played out to the left flank. Played back in. He has a look out.
The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Wilshere goes short. Oh, it's terribly wayward. And this is Wilshere. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cruyff. And now they can spring out of defence. Ibrahimovic. The message is clear, none shall pass. It's Bergkamp! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Wilshere.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. Zanetti. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Succumbs to the pressure. Knocks it out wide. Back into the middle. Oh, well played.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this.
Big chance! One-on-one! Oh, great keeping. Snaffled out the danger.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Bale. Played backwards here.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Nice bit of trickery. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's in on goal. Shoots! And that could have brought them level.
Mbappe was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Corner
El
number
dorsal
2
9,
then.
El dorsal 21. Wilshere. El dorsal 23. El dorsal 24. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 22. El dorsal 20. Fletcher. El dorsal 18. El dorsal 11. Neymar. Cambio de jugadores.
They've played it short. Oh, nice touch. Bellingham proves just a little bit too strong. (1-0) as we head towards the end. Good read, needed to be.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Out towards the flank. Zanetti. Nicely weighted ball. Into the last 5 minutes. He's had it taken off him.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
I think we're just about done here. Ronaldo has got himself a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Fletcher.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And he's lost his man here. Backhand! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He's got a goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune. And the referee brings it to a close. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Looking for options for movement. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Raul. Hullet. And this is Ronaldinho. Ricky Puig. Roberto Carlos. Cherki. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Raul. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Bebeto.
Bebeto really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he shoots! Goal! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So, a breakthrough already. Thuram makes the interception. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Cruyff. That's tidy. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Hullet.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Beckham. Here's Makaleli. Beckham. threads one in. Ronaldinho has it in a wide position. Oh, smashing header! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new... Decent chance! Cherki. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he was quick to react. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. That's Bebeto.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Now it's Raul. He has found a way through. Makalele did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Raul really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his team...
And this is Cruyff. And the shot! And a chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
That's been cut out, well played. Beckenbauer. Saliba calmly anticipates. That's a throw. And it's Beckham. Deep cross. Ricky Puig conjures time and space where few can. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff, Ronaldinho, and the shot's on here. Gullit was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Added time.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. That's really well cleared. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And the half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're into the second 45. And it's Beckham. Beckham is always looking to play quality balls. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, that looks a decent ball. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Beckham has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Corner then. And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Raul. Cherki, he's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Olise! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cannavaro goes
the
forward.
attendance for this match was 29,830.
But it's Thuram. Thuram tries making a foray down the right. Ricky Puig. And Cherki bops him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Cruyff. Ricky Puig. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
And Bebeto! And he comes up trumps again.
Substitution on the field.
Well, look, they know they've got a
20,
height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Raul.
They've played it short.
On the field. Number 11.
Nicely aimed pass.
Number 22.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Substitution in progress.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Cherki. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Picked out brilliant. Cruyff! He's scored! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's found a way through. In with the challenge.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Cherki. And he welcomes it in. He's got away. Might be danger here. A lot of space ahead of him. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's good running with the ball. And here's Cruyff. Goes for the shot! And it's Makalele. He's well positioned here. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, he's been caught napping. Showing good feet. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Cruyff looking to play it into the box.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping. Well, I thought it could be danger here. Rui Costa. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Ronaldinho! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ronaldinho brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
The final seconds now. That's Bebeto. Nice touch. Cannavaro. Makalele has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And that will be the final act. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And we're underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Pass somewhat off target. Quality ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Rui Costa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Fallen! Makalele, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game, and when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played out towards the right wing. Guardiola deals with that comfortably. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Beckenbauer. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now, can they get him away? Makalele. And a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Shoots! He's scored! How very smart. He just got it right.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wide.
It's Ronaldinho! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
now a shot, surely! Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Camavinga. De Bruyne. And Mateus. Oh, that's neat. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Vardiol going full steam ahead down the left flank. Forlan. Aims beyond the defence. Mateus. Mateus goes steaming forward. Doué. Mateus. And he's managed to get free. Well, they can break here. And it's Rui Costa. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Hazard. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Chiellini. Looking to play him in. He is through here. Can he finish? That's a cute ball. And he's intervened well there. De Bruyne. And it's Kimmich. Driving forward. Ronaldinho. And he's searching. Ronaldinho! They've got to be quick to recover this.
There will be 1 minute added time.
This possibly the last play of the half. He's got tall. Hangs in across. Big header. He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And the game has already resumed here. Now it's Forlan. And it's Makalele. Goes for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Forlan actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. He rises! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rui Costa going face-to-face with his great rival. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defence. Has a shot! Ronaldinho! Has there ever been the like? He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Forlan gets through on his own. That's good defending, very good defending. Deftly away.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And this is Hullet. De Bruyne. Now it's Hazard.
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And he welcomes it in. And it's skewed away. Mateus. Makaleli gives no quarter whatsoever. De Bruyne.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great ball, and he's in here. It's full on! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Beckenbauer. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's being urged to shoot. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. It's Rui Costa. Ronaldinho. That is lovely. Ronaldinho! And that's off target.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Kimmich. Doué. Now it's Kimmich. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Beckenbauer. And that is as far as they're going to go. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking for a runner. Kimmich. Swung over. But that has not gone well.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Camavinga. And Mateus. And it's De Bruyne. And a chance! And he hits the net! They're back within reach!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So is this the start of a comeback? He has a look out. De Bruyne. Kimmich. Doué. That's a little off target. Beckenbauer. Oh, this looks sharp. No, that's been intercepted. That's Doué. Ball's gone out of play. And here's Doué. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Brilliantly cut out. It's Forlan.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Ronaldinho. They're urging him to shoot. Ronaldinho!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Mateus. And it's Kimmich. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And we're done. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Haaland. De Jong. He's a sharp little ball here. And that has been clubbed away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Ambitious ball here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Abiati punts it upfield. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bellingham goes steaming forward. Gets a good foot in there. Looking to play in. Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Chooses to go back. Thuram gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. Great chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Milan have the chance to go the other way. So it is still 0-0. Forlan. Gattuso does really well to win the ball there. And he's in on Batistuta! He's delivered all right! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Forlan was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Batistuta. Howson calmly anticipates. Bellingham. Buffon claims comfortable. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Batistuta. That looks a cracking ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Zanetti cuts out the pass. He's shifting through the game. And the finish! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Corner number 2 then. Terrific header! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Zanetti. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Forlan. And he was quick to react. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. He has a look up. Zanetti. Well, we expected better, and so did he. De Jong. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Benatia. Now it's Totti. Now it's Forlan. Bellingham. Now it's Batistuta. And it's De Jong. And it's Zanetti. Thuram. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And this is Batistuta, nicely shaped cross. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. De Jong. Zanetti. Bout of passing here, shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Look at the space here. Baresi deals with that comfortably.
This is the time you need that pace.
Totti, and the shot's on him. He's having a go. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! And this is getting better and better. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. And there's green grass ahead of him. And Batistuta! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Totti. Rijkaard. That's an imaginative pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Batistuta is onto it in a flash. And here's Totti. Gattuso. It's Batistuta. That's a cute ball. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Zanetti. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Batistuta. And here's Totti. He's through, he's gone for goal! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Stood up well to him there. Throwing. Oh, there's the clearance. In with the challenge. Driving on and making good progress. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, perfectly measured that. De Jong. Raul. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Batistuta. Totti. Totti! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Zanetti has been caught there. It's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Totti is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11, numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18, Ibrahimovic.
No messing about, just
14.
bludgeoned away.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Oh, what a mistake! That pass has been well intercepted. Hullet. Baresi. And now the breakaway. And this is Ibrahimovic. Howson. And it's Stojkovic. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That has been cut short. 1 minute to add, according to the board. Looking for options for movement. Caceres. And that's it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the master. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
It's little surprise, Peter, that this fella Tonali gets compared to some real legends of the game. The style of play, even his appearance. Yes, he'll be the one expected to take up a deeper role and play make from back there. But I see him as having a lot more than that in his game. His positioning is key. He reads the game particularly well. He's headed for stardom.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard simply refused to be outdone there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Inzaghi. And it's Thuram. He's gone for goal! Ronaldinho! Has there ever been the like?
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So, a breakthrough already. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. That's really well manoeuvred. He's going to be disappointed with that. Ronaldinho! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He gets big! Oh, not the best of headers. Makalele gathers from the goal kick. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a key interception. Ronaldinho. And here's Inzaghi.
That's good play from him.
It's Ronaldinho! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Some resolute defending there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Thuram. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well read, nice interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, not quite. Danger averted for now. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Inzaghi! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Portugal have the... And the shot! And he's only too happy to take that back. Portugal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Ibrahimovic is herring after that one. Del Piero, and here's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that interception was most necessary. And Messi! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Up he goes! Maldini getting this one clear. Engages and forces him off the ball. Makalele is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Messi! Oh, taken with style. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Ibrahimovic, and he welcomes it in. And there is the half-time whistle. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're just settling back into this second half. Stood up well to him there. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Filippo Inzaghi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He could be in here. He's having a shot! Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Thuram.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Rijkaard does well to get it back. Now it's Messi. Ronaldinho. Threads one in. No, that's been intercepted. Tries to play it through. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Cannavaro. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now he's off and running. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Messi. Now it's Stoichkov. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, this is a great position. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Stoichkov. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Filippo Inzaghi clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
Ronaldinho is fouled. Some save from Khan. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So their fourth corner of the game. Del Piero gets it away. Now it's Ronaldinho, showing good feet. Thuram. Makaleli. It's Ibrahimovic! And that would have been game, set and match.
Ibrahimovic really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Oh, super ball! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And he's picked it up out wide. He's being urged to shoot. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Inzaghi. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Ronaldinho. Chance, surely! They've scored! And with that, he takes home the match ball. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Messi! Sticks it away! Deep into injury time! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's...
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Ronaldinho gleefully reminding us of what a superb day he's had at the office. So, Jim, how do you reflect on... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
Haaland, Bellingham, and he's lost his man here. Bullet, and it's Rijkaard. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto gets it clear. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now that's well seen too. Tries to pass it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Beckenbauer. Bellingham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pass is just off target. He's gone forward. Ronaldinho might just make this. Driving forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Batistuta. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Knocks it out wide. It's Asa! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Alexander-Arnold. And that's been intercepted. And it's Gullit. Rijkaard. Thuram takes control of it and he's on the... Decent chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Spread out to the left. Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. Pings it across.
Well, that's poorly judged. 0 targets in the box, 0 likelihood of a conversion.
Hazard. Now, can they get him away? And he cuts out the supply. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that has left him in a heap. Ronaldinho gets into a good position. And he shoots! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Ronaldinho. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good. Goes for a shot! He scores! Now it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Gullit. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ronaldinho! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Goal! goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Azar. Great vision. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Ronaldinho. Great defending, strong and determined. Fiore. Defending was strong and firm. Batistuta. Rijkaard. And he's had a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Big header! No, not the best of headers.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Howson lays it forward. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Now there's a fine ball. Baresi with a fine tackle. Azar! And he's really put himself on the line here. This possibly the last play of the half. Some good work on the right flank here. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And Hullet! Oh, it's hit the post! No way through there. Beckenbauer. He's had it taken off him. And it's Azar. He's picked his way through. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Driving forward. And this is Hullet. Batistuta! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! A finish of true class! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight.